I feel unsecured in their job and can कब मुझे फारिग किया जाएगा, जब मुझे जवाब दे दिया जाएगा. Alhamdulillah, we are in Wapda are very secured and no any job insecurity risk, which also a reason of strength in the private sector. And one more thought, to long hour and heavy workload on employees. Sometime in also I feel, it is my personal experience, we have faced heavy workload in our office, even at the time of 5 p.m. a call received from member to submit this report. This is very much, at that time we have no any source, no any BNO. At that time I feel the stress at the workplace. Now I would like to, Mr. Ajam.
As my friends Mr. Jamali Saab and Iqtidar and Mr. Imtiaz Somro said something on stress, I would also like to add a little bit more. Basically, stress is a normal human attitude that happens in the humans during an unwanted and untoward situation. For this, the human body has been designed by the Almighty Allah in such a manner that human can withstand the stresses. Stresses are sometimes very good. Tension and stress, there must be some kind of a little bit tension or stress. In the absence of stress and tension, human beings can undergo laxity that lead to lack of interest in the work, that may cause a number of physical and social problems. And however, on the other hand, stresses sometimes are not good because a prolonged stress may change the chemistry of the blood. It may lead some kind of cardiovascular diseases. It may also cause heart attacks. Therefore, there must be a balance between the stresses. So, now if the stress persists for a long time, it also causes frustration. And because of the frustration, in an organization, the employees cannot perform well, and resultantly the productivity maybe go down. Here I would like to share my own experience when I was transferred from the hydroplanning to the office of DG P&D, because it was a totally new setup and the working conditions were entirely different. As my friend said, that one of the causes of the stress may be the change, because it is in human nature that change is not acceptable. When I transferred to P&D as a director purchase and verification, I encountered different contractors. A contractor approached me who was awarded the contract of papers, supply of papers. He asked me to enhance the prices. He said that in the international market, the prices are increasing. When I studied the case, the contract agreement, I found that he was not deserving the same. I refused, and he went into the court and filed the case against me. Similarly, a party from the Vigilance Directorate approached me and asked to submit some documents relating to the previous director, and then came the audit personnel. They said that the contract that was awarded to the contractor who was responsible to supply the A4 papers is not as per specifications. So you see, I undergone a severe anxiety. However, I managed all these things. I studied first all the documents, and then I made certain modifications in the clauses of the contract agreement and got the approval from the competent authority. What I want to say here is this: it is very important to manage the stresses. The stresses are very natural and very common in the organizations. So, my friends, okay.
Topic of stress and frustration. Our family elaborate the topic of stress. When a man can stress, so even effect of the productivity of the organization.
Stress came from the manager unclear directions. When a manager say to the employee, you go to Karachi and Lahore and Peshawar. He not explain the task and venue, which time you go to these places. The subordinate visit the Karachi and came back. Manager says, how's Islamabad? Sir, I visited Karachi. Tomorrow my schedule. You don't clear to me task and venue about where I must first go. So employee came to this stress. When employee came into this stress, also you know, productivity is less and suffer. One thing, and that other thing is a bundle of works. In our organization, Wapda, I see the one man, he work in the office, he say name of that office, all work do it. Then he transferred or retired from those organizations, those formations, the work is suffered, not managed. And when new persons came, he don't know where is the record, where is the file, this came to stress. And other thing, the stress came in your family members also. If your organization not give to sufficient benefits and relaxation. In our organization, I also see our duties 8 hours in works, but almost in sitting my friends, you work in 12 and 14 hours, and almost in your homes. Your immediate boss and higher boss call to you, nowadays the social media, call to you, Mr. Fasi, please do the Divas work. And Mr. Fasi already certain a task to the family to go there and there in the social life. But it came to this stress. This stress came in your, and also this stress lose your productivity, lose your efficiency, lose your style, and so on.
Stress. One, I want to share you my experience. I think all you civil engineers must go through that. When we are pressing contractor hard for quality, and if he has relationships with our higher ups, then he put us in a stress. वो आपका चेयरमैन मेरा दोस्त है, आपका फिल्म मेरा दोस्त है, तो but it is our capability. We manage right stress and never compromise on quality. So causes of stress, poor relationship at work, relationship the environment with your peers, with your subordinates, with your higher ups, lack of support. If a manager not support to his subordinates, then it will come on the subordinate will come in stress. So many outdated tools and techniques, lack of autonomy. You are giving the responsibility but not delegating the authority, then the worker will come in a stress. Now, impacts of stress.
Time is short. We were supposed to share and discuss the negative impacts of the stress, but time has already passed. It's about 15 minutes have passed. So we will directly discuss the how to deal and manage the stress. The first step towards dealing with stress is to identify what triggers your stress, and then you make a note of these stressors. Identify those situations which increase your stress level, try to set a pattern and try to identify the solution of those problems. This is one of this technique to deal with the stress and anxiety. Now my friend Mr. Jamali will add to it.
Again, I would like to add some more points to deal with stress. Stay organized. Create your schedule yourself and time management. Divide large tasks in smaller, more manageable sessions. This will help you feel in control and keep stress at bay. And eat a healthy diet. Diet is also an important factor to reduce stress or to control stress. Nutrition and mental health are closely linked. Include plenty of fresh fruit and vegetables, water in your daily menu. Eat regularly and bring a healthy meal to work each day. This can help you to reduce temptation and eat unhealthy snack food, to avoid unhealthy snack food. Also, maintain close workplace relationships with each other. The more you interact positively with your peers at work, you will feel included. This kind of social support helps employees feel respected and valued in the workplace. And this will also increase your productivity. Now I would like to
The health of individuals who are working in the organization really matters. If he is mentally and physically fit, he can work properly, thereby giving productivity and as well as quality. If he is not mentally as well as physically fit, he cannot deliver properly in the organization, and also at the home there may be problems, family problems. Therefore, one should realize that health, physical as well as mental fitness is very much essential. The employee must understand it, and he should try to control the stresses as much as possible.
Sir,
Regarding on just coordinating the session, it's your own individual evaluation. It's difficult.
sir, I think when the media or sort out and solve out the stress and frustration, organization should be describe job design. It's a very important for the employees, and one of organization is going to the post and employees selects in a move to work. First, the job should be reasonable, demanding, and provide the employee with the least minimum variety in job task, not a burden. Variety job task. Who person do this task? The employee should be able to learn on the job and be allowed to continue to learn their career progress. And organization should be sent to the employees for job discussion through the training development. He manage in their organization, out of organization, also visited the other high organization employees. They go to the and see to the what is they deliver and how to minimize the stress of their organization.
So Mangsi Sahib rightly said there are a lot of ways in which we minimize our stresses. I also include some ways. One should stay organized. He prioritize his assignments. He may take care of time management, which assignment he will have to complete, must complete in a right time. Practice mindfulness and take breaks. Have a cup of tea with your friends, with your co-workers, sometimes with your boss, so your stress will be minimized.
The stress, one of the causes of the stress can be your imbalance between your work time and your family. In some situations, you give a lot of time to your work and your family is neglected. Remember one thing, that your family is your priority, should be your priority. You should squeeze out some time for yourself. That time will be your just me time, and you should focus just on your development and just on your health. Try to find some time for your third space. Try to spend time with your friends, with your family, with your loved ones. I will finally conclude my remarks on the note that the panacea of all the remedies, all the stresses, all the anxieties is developing a connection with your Lord, with your Almighty. Do offer your prayers, do ibadat, recite Holy Quran. This will wash away all your stresses, all your anxieties, all your frustration, and it will give you peace of mind. Thank you.
At last I quote one thing. It's not a person. I went to live my life without stress and worries. I don't need to be rich or famous. I just want to be happy. Thank you.